warm welcome to you. This is Mlc Tv News Hour. I am Mono Balagogo. Thanks for joining us. But first, the headlines. BUHARI says family values a must for rebuilding society. Governor YAHAYA BELLO grants automatic employment to IDAH College of Health Science Best Student. Federal government bans 91 billionaires. VIP jets insists on 30 billion naira duty. And the Tigers beat Uganda for World Cup second round qualifier. And now the news in full. The President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, has said Nigerian parents and guardians must uphold family values in order to rebuild society. Buhari said this at the wedding of Jachimeke Piazu, son of Abia State Governor Okezie Piazu in Umuahia, Abia State. Represented by the Minister of State for Mines and Steel Development, Uche Oga, at the occasion, the President attributed the problems facing the nation to the diminishing emphasis on the importance of family values. Buhari lamented that parents and guardians who should inculcate good character in their words have abdicated their responsibility. He said marriage is family value character. The reason why there are issues in society today is because families are broken. When values are enshrined in families, the entire society will be good. Buhari charged the couple to build their family on the Word of God and have a regular family altar of prayers and give attention to building enduring character. Kogi State Governor YAHAYA BELLO has maintained his position of keeping Kogi safe and peaceful for the people and their properties, reiterating that solutions to insecurity in the state are not in Abuja. He maintained that he will continue to involve critical stakeholders to ensure the state remains the safest in the country. It was a moral booster for the local hunters that have restored safety on Okene-Lokoja Road when the governor stopped and discussed with them while on his way from Osara. In a press statement made public by the Chief Press Secretary, Onogu Muhammad said, the governor charged the hunters to maintain their ruthlessness against kidnappers and other criminal elements that threaten the peace of the commuters. Governor Bello assured them of his administration's support at all times. He also admonished the hunters not to relent in making sure that all criminal elements are completely extinct from the state and urged them to avail useful information to the conventional security agencies in the state. Kogi State Governor YAHAYA BELLO has granted automatic employment to the best graduating students of the College of Health Sciences and Technology, IDAH, Igamana Elizabeth Yakpesoko, at the first combined convocation of the college in 45 years. Igamana Elizabeth of the Department of Science, Laboratory Technician with a CGPA of 5.0 was given immediate employment with the Kogi State Specialist Hospital, Lokoja, by the governor. The provost lauds Governor Bello's passion for education development. The executive governor of Kogi State, YAHAYA BELLO Adoza, has been applauded for offering an automatic employment to Elizabeth Yakpesoko Egamana, a Basa indigene who graduated from the College of Health Science Technology, IDAH, with CGPA of 5.0. By the employment, Governor Bello has encouraged hard work among students and has once again proved that he is a non-tribalistic governor ready to unite the Nigerian people if he becomes the next president of Nigeria. Rai Daniel, who represents Basa constituency in the State Assembly, gave the applause to the governor in a chat with some journalists in Lokoja. The legislator noted that were it to be on competition, the young Egamana from Basa wouldn't have gotten the opportunity of an automatic employment, being a minority tribe in the state. He applauded Governor Bello for rewarding academic hard work without considering tribal leaning. He thanked the governor for his massive infrastructural development across the state, adding that the evidences abound in all the council areas of the state. Daniel assured the governor of his continued loyalty of the people of Basa to his administration, stressing that Basa remains a stronghold of APC for life.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's stand up for the champion, Egamana Elizabeth. Governor Bello said there was no two ways to attain excellence in education other than being deeply committed, resilient, and dedicated to studying, as he granted automatic employment to Egamana Elizabeth.
It wasn't easy at all, but with hard working, God saw me through. My advice to other students is to put away every form of distraction and focus on their studies. My appeal to the governor is to help me with a good job.
He charged the students of the college to dedicate their times and resources to an academic pursuit in order to earn honor for themselves, families, and the state in general.
We are paying closer attention to the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education such as you have here at the College of Health Sciences Technology, IDAH, because we believe they are invaluable to the future of science advancement and accelerated development that we so desire. To further boost our capacities in this area of study, we set up the Confluence University of Science and Technology, OSARA, last year. 2 days ago, on Thursday this week to be precise, we conducted their first matriculation ceremony. This will underscore for you our desire to provide as many opportunities for students for studies as possible for young Kogais and Nigerians from other places. It is my determination that no Kogite who has the brain to study for a science or other course will be unable to do so simply because he or she cannot find a school to admit them. I thank the entire school administration under the visionary and able leadership of the provost, Comrade Dr. Solomon Anyegu, for a job well done. Please, my dear brother, keep it up. I felicitate with the graduates, with the graduates. Go and conquer your world. Represent us well, but above all, your own self. Be true. Before I conclude, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I seize this opportunity to pronounce immediate employment into the Kogi State Specialist Hospital. Engamana Elizabeth, the medical laboratory graduate technician who came overall best in just the concluded season. I congratulate you and I urge each and every one of you to put in your best. By the grace of God, as you are graduating from this school or this institution, we will assure you that job awaits you out there. Thank you and God bless all of you.
The Provost of the College of Health Sciences and Technology, IDAH, Dr. Solomon Anyegu, commended the state governor for his relentless effort at improving on the education sector in the state.
Reasons not far-fetched: lack of basic facilities and inadequate funding for these years. This present administration of the state, led by our education and friendly executive governor of Kogi State, YAHAYA, BELLO, and the administration of the college from 2016 to today, led by my humble self, Comrade Dr. Solomon Anyegu, have changed the narratives because of infrastructural, administrative, and academic transformations. Achievement of the present college management. All the courses of this institution has been successfully accredited by the various regulatory councils. The National Diploma in Environmental Health Technology, Health Information Management have been granted interim accreditation by National Board for Technical Education. This has been non-existent for 45 years. But today, under your administration, we have been able to secure substantive accreditation. We have been able to get interim National Board for Technical Education. The college name has been enlisted into JAM, and so we have come to the national limelight. Kudos to Your Excellency.
He made requests for more infrastructure within the premises.
Establish water factory, sachet water factory that is actually approved by NAFDAC and was given a special logo by the Federal Ministry of Investment, Healthway Water. The dualized college main streets and the installation of four-way garden light. This place used to be like den of thieves and den of robbers because there was total darkness. But under this regime, the major street has been dualized and the four-way garden light has been installed. And I want to believe that His Excellency will do justice to it. Less than a kilometer of this road, I want to believe before His Excellency move from this seat to the President of this nation, this road will be wonderfully tarred. The construction of over 350 benches and desks for students, the construction of roundabout with student stature in academic gown, we established Entrepreneurial Development Center, constructed an ultra-modern college clinic which has been named after the wife of His Excellency Hajia Rashida Bello Ultra-Modern College Clinic. I think in some quarters, those that have gone there said, I think it is qualified to be called a medical center if it is properly equipped. Kogi State government renovated, remodeled, and equipped the college medical laboratory to a world-class standard. Today, any type of test can be carried out in that medical laboratory because we have seasoned medical laboratory scientists. We have parasitologists, microbiologists, hematology, different types of health professionals in the field of medical laboratory sciences. I believe that when tests are conducted there and the people move to the clinic, we will as well be serving the immediate community.
The governor, who is passionate about encouraging the best of students and creating an atmosphere for learning, gave express approval, noting that the provost and the management of the institution have done very well with the little resources at their disposal.
The provost appealed to me a while ago, and we approved the migration to Conhes for them during one of our visits to the institution. I believe that what is remaining now is implementation. Let me assure them that it won't be long from now. Indeed, the Honorable Commissioner for Education mentioned a while ago, how many percentage for education? 30%. We are dedicating 30% of our 2022 budget for education. I want to assure you that by the grace of God, from the beginning of January 2022, all of your staff will begin to earn the new Conhes from January 2022. We could not have achieved all we did in the last 3 years without you. You all work very hard indeed, and you also put in effort to succeed in academics. As teachers and students, I am proud of you.
The provost said none of the past governors, despite being visitors to the college, had deemed it necessary to visit the institution. He recalled that the governor had visited the college for a record of 4 times between 2016 and 2021.
Your Excellency, sir, I wish to state that before now, the management alongside with the academic board have unanimously endorsed a change in this naming system. The YAHAYA, those are BELLO Lecture Hall, from today will be changed to pharmacies Abkarim Asuku Jamiu lecture halls, the new administrative block, the 32 office administrative duplex that Your Excellency is about to do the groundbreaking ceremony today, when completed, will be renamed after His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Adoza BELLO Administrative Block, because that happens to be the first place every person that visits the institution will visit. Not this other one that we have been looking at there that is not actually meeting the expected standard.
Over 1,000 graduates awarded with certificates, presentation of awards on some individuals and organizations for their contributions to the development of the institution and humanity were also given. Fatima Yakub reporting for Mlc TV.
The federal government has directed the Nigerian Customs Service to ground 91 private jets belonging to some wealthy Nigerians over the alleged refusal to pay import duties running to over 30 billion naira. As such, the Comptroller General of Customs, Colonel Hamid Ali, following a directive from the presidency, has written a letter to the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, the Federal Government Airports Authority of Nigeria, and the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, asking the agencies to grant the affected private jets with immediate effect. The letter directed the Aviation Agency Regulator, the nation's Airspace Management Agency, NAMA, and Airport Management Agency, FAN, to ground the private jets by denying them administrative and operational flight clearances indefinitely. A customs source private to the development told journalists on condition of anonymity that the 91 private jets owe import duties in excess of 30 billion naira, and the federal government has directed that the customs must recover this money. This is why we have sent demand notices to the private jet owners. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Keyamo, San, on Sunday dismissed the #EndSARS panel set up by the Lagos State government and the report it presented to state government recently. Keyamo said it was out of the jurisdiction of the panel to investigate the activities of federal government institutions and officials such as the Nigerian Police Force and the Nigerian Army. The minister, while speaking on Sunday Politics, a current affairs program on Channels Television, however, said he was not speaking for the federal government. However, Keyamo was asked why the president, Muhammadu Buhari, called for constitution of panels across the states to investigate cases of human rights abuses, while the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, will later dismiss the reports about the Lagos panel. He said, "I will not answer this question as a sitting minister. He will answer this question as a senior advocate of Nigeria, a member of the inner bar, and so he is entitled to his opinion. This is not the federal government's position. From him, that panel was an illegal panel. It was totally illegal." Kogi State Commissioner of Environment, Victor Adewale Omofaye, on Sunday escaped kidnapping attempt between Okeijumu and Yara in Ijumu local government area. The incident, according to an eyewitness who pleaded anonymity, occurred at about 5 p.m. while on his way from his hometown, Ekinri-Ade, where he attended some ceremonies. He noted that an unspecified number of travelers was also kidnapped in the attack. The commissioner told the reporter at the state-owned radio station in Lokoja that yet-to-be-identified gunmen numbering 20 surrounded him with guns. Omofaye explained that it took the quick intervention of his orderly that whisked him away, but he sustained a gunshot on his leg. The Oluwade of Ekinri, Oba Anthony Bamigbaye Idowu, confirmed the attack in a short message. Efforts to speak with the police public relations officer, Kogi State Command, William Aya, proved abortive as he did not return calls. The Kogi State governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, in the 2019 gubernatorial election, Natasha Hadiza Akwati, has acquired a multi-million naira equipment for Dauda Sheidu, a 40-year-old amputee vulcanizer, to make his operations easier and seamless in Kogi State. The two-in-one equipment, a tire changer and wheel balancer, is not commonly used by roadside vulcanizers in Nigeria due to the high cost of purchasing them. Hence, only well-heeled auto service and tire centers in the cities have them. Shaidu, who is based in Agasa, Okene local government area, had lost his right arm in an accident in 2002. Undaunted and seeking to be relevant to himself and his society, he acquired some skills and has since continued to discharge his duties as a vulcanizer, a husband, and a father. Speaking in a Facebook Live video shortly after the German-made European twin Bosch machine was delivered to her house in Abuja, an elated Ekpoti expressed optimism that the gesture will help to strengthen the faith of other persons living with disabilities and the truism that there is indeed ability in disability. Ekpoti further unveiled her plans of meeting with and personally handing over the machine to the industrious vulcanizer as part of the events to mark her 42nd birthday. Chaos broke out on Sunday on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway after the Julius Berger Nigeria PLC partially shut down Magboro and Warewa, Ogun State ends of the highway. Thousands of travelers moving inwards Lagos State and those bound for Ogun State were trapped at various bottlenecks. For several hours, traffic was at a standstill while many motorists struggled to wriggle their way out of the logjam. Officials of the Federal Road Safety Corps, whose office was at the MFM Magboro end of the road, stood aloof. The situation emboldened some commercial drivers and motorists to drive against traffic, which further compounded the gridlock. Due to the traffic, some vehicles developed mechanical faults and broke down, further worsening the situation. An eyewitness who identified himself only as Shola said between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., about 3 people who were Julius Berger apron used a bulldozer to carry barricades to direct vehicles going inward Lagos State to the lane of vehicles going inward Ogun State. The gridlock started shortly after the blockage. Some motorists were seen making U-turns as they aborted their trips. We'll go on a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Mlc TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose Mlc TV. Get human interest stories right here on Mlc TV. With entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on Mlc TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on Mlc TV. Mlc TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Abdulaziz Yari, a renowned godfather of Zamfara politics and ex-governor of the gold-rich state, has finally decamped to the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP. The ex-governor, who around October 2021 vowed to form another government in 2023 during an interview with the BBC Hausa service moments ago, has finally accomplished his plans. Yari, who has amassed enough wealth to control the fate of any political party in the state with the help of religious clerics on his side, since he knows that the only obstacle to the political emancipation of Zamfara people is religious manipulation, was seen in the company of former Kwara State Governor Bukola Saraki, who has also declared his intention to run for the presidency under the PDP. Aside Saraki, another prominent politician believed had decamped was former Senator Kabiru Marafa, the ex-Zamfara State Governor, who is currently involved in 300 billion naira scandal involving cash deposits in bank accounts that he can't account for. Source close to him disclosed gave the sum of 100 million naira to Senator Kabiru Marafa, Zamfara State APC factional leader, who is now reported to have decamped with him in an order to become the next governor of the state to destabilize the present administration of Governor Bello Mohammed Matawale ahead of the 2023 general elections. The Plateau State Police Command has said that a total of 7 inmates who escaped from Jos Correctional Center after gunmen attacked the facility on Sunday have been rearrested. The spokesman of the command, Uba Ogba, who confirmed the development in a statement, said, on the 28th of November 2021 at about 5 o'clock, the medium security custodial center in Jos came under attack by yet to be identified gunmen where some inmates escaped. Upon the receipt of the report, the Commissioner of Police, Plateau State Command CP Bartholomew N. Unyeka, who led reinforcement to the scene, directed that the entire center be cordoned. He continued, the CP also directed immediate stop and search where 7 escapees have been rearrested by the police and are in custody, while 1 escape voluntarily surrendered himself to the police. Based on the prompt response, the situation was brought under control by the superior gunfire of security agencies. A 70-year-old woman, Beatrice Agbedion, was among suspects arrested in parts of Edo State in connection with the seizure of over 5,000 kilograms of assorted illicit drugs across the state. At the point of her arrest in Urua last Wednesday, 70-year-old Agbedion was caught with different quantities of codeine cough syrup, swinol, and drophenol, while another dealer, Joseph Onyemachi, 50 years old, was also nabbed. A spokesman, Femi Babafemi, explained that after days of surveillance, NDLEA operatives on Wednesday, 24th November, also stormed the warehouse at Uhiere, Uvia North-East local government area of the state, where they recovered a total of 4,261 kg of cannabis sativa and a suspect, Kong Stanley, arrested, and NDLEA operatives at the weekend also seized 12,000 kilograms of loud cannabis, a strong variant of the illicit weed imported from a neighboring country and smuggled into Lagos through the waterways. Over 50 narcotic officers stormed the beach on Saturday, 27th November, and recovered the consignments along with 2 long trucks, a Toyota Sienna bus, and arrested 3 suspects. Those arrested include Abdulkadir Zakari, 24, Kabu Salsa, 45, and Lawrence Adi, 27. Announced the foreign scene, Israel on Saturday said it will ban the entry of all foreigners into the country, making it the first country to shut its borders completely in response to a new and potentially more contagious corona variant, and said it would use counter-terrorism phone tracking technology in order to contain the spread of the Omicron variant. Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said in a statement that the ban, pending government approval, would last for 14 days. Officials hope that within that period there will be more information on how effective the COVID-19 vaccines are against Omicron, which was first detected in South Africa and has been dubbed a variant of concern by the World Health Organization. Israelis entering the country, including those who are vaccinated, will be required to quarantine, Bennett said. The ban will come into effect at midnight between Sunday and Monday. A travel ban on foreigners coming from most African states was also imposed on Friday. Bennett said the Shin Bet Counterterrorism Agency's phone tracking technology will be used to locate carriers of the new variant in order to curb its transmission to others. Israel has so far confirmed 1 case of Omicron with 7 suspected cases. The health ministry has not said whether the confirmed case was vaccinated. 3 of the 7 suspected cases were fully vaccinated, the ministry said on Saturday, and 3 had not returned from travel abroad recently. Around 57% of Israel's 9.4 million people is fully vaccinated, and according to the health ministry, which means they have either received a 3rd shot of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, or it has not yet been 5 months since they received their 2nd dose. Israel has recorded 1.3 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 and more than 8,000 fatalities since the pandemic began. Chinese lenders, the Export-Import Bank of China, also known as Exim Bank, has taken over the Ugandan Entebbe International Airport and other assets in the country over the failure of the Ugandan government to repay a loan This came despite reports that President Yoweri Museveni had sent a delegation to Beijing for a renegotiation with the Chinese government over toxic clauses that exposed the East African country. The Museveni-led Ugandan government had on Tuesday, 17 November 2015, signed an agreement with Exim Bank to borrow $207 million at 2% upon disbursement. The loan had a maturity period of 20 years, including a 7-year grace period, but it had now appeared that the transaction signed with the Chinese lenders practically means Uganda had surrendered its most prominent and only international airport. The Ugandan Civil Aviation Authority UCAA revealed some provisions in the financing agreement with China that exposed Entebbe International Airport and other Ugandan assets to be attached and taken over by the Chinese lenders on the negotiation in Beijing. Uganda, however, sought to renegotiate the deal, but the latest visits and pleas to alter the original terms with Chinese authorities were declined. Let's get updates on sports from Jonah Malik. Over to you, Jonah.
Welcome to Sports Update. Ike Diogo powered the Tigers to a 95-69 win over Uganda to close the first window of the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 in Angola on Sunday. Nigeria, needing a win to top the group, were ruthless from the tip of taking the first quarter 25-18. The team returned for the second quarter with the same intensity as they recorded a 28-19 lead in the second quarter to head into the halftime break with a 16-point lead, 53-37. Despite being a low-scoring quarter, the Tigers did not take their foot off the gas in the third, winning 14-8. The hopes of the Ugandans in the fourth quarter was matched by the Nigerians as the former African champions took up the game to 28-24 to wrap up a thrilling encounter with a 95-69 win over the East African counterparts. In the other group encounter, Mali beat Cape Verde 64-58 to record their second win in the competition to sit second of the Group A behind Nigeria, also on 5 points, while Uganda and Cape Verde recorded 1 win apiece. Anthony Joshua says he would consider stepping aside to let Alexander Usyk fight the unified world heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury. Joshua will fight Usyk for the second time next spring after losing his WBA, WBO, IBF and IBO belt on a unanimous point decision in front of a sell-out crowd at London's Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in September. However, Fury has called for his fellow countryman to step aside to allow an undisputed heavyweight title fight to take place between himself and Usyk. Joshua is adamant on getting his revenge, having told his promoter Eddie Hearn to thrash out terms with Usyk. However, he has admitted he will be open to stepping aside if it made sense financially. This is Sports Update on Mlc TV. I am Malik Jonah.
Thanks, Jonah, for the updates on sport. Matthias Ayodeji Peter is standing for our entertainment news. Over to you now, Matthias.
On entertainment news today, on Sunday, November 28, 2021, Grammy-winning Nigerian superstar Wizkid held a second show at the O2 Arena in London. The 20,000 capacity arena was sold out in 12 minutes for the event, with performances from Burna Boy, Thames, Buju, Digitals and the Wheel of Steel, and Chris Brown.
Wizkid performed series of his hit songs, ranging from the big tune Essence, which he featured Thames, to No Lilo for his debut Superstar album. Recall that Brown and Wizkid's relationship stretches back to 2012. Wizkid also met his partner and manager Jada Pollock through Chris Brown. The two have since collaborated on an African Bad Girl produced by SAS. Here are some of the highlights from the event.
This is my fucking brother for more than 10 years, man. This is my guy, the first guy to ever show me love like internationally and shit, you know? This is my real brother, man, my fucking brother. Tonight, this is his first time in London, performing in London in more than 10 years. Now y'all make some noise for my fucking brother, my real nigga, my dad, crazy. Let's go! Tell me if you with it, then I'm with it, babe. I never come you. Just tell me what to do and I'll get it back. Get to your bride. Keep cream in the middle of it. I know that you will see cause I put it down. Yeah, baby. I can put you on. What? Yeah, put it on the phone. Just let it down, down. Just put it down, put it down. And let me put it down. Huh? You wanna know? You know that a nigga like niggas business. I got what you need. A freak little baby. London. Oh, I'm in a big mood. Gotta feel you. Say what? I said something. Somebody come and give me changes. I need to put in my chest, so yeah, let me go the center. For somebody call it, give me changes. There's something that I'm at. Yeah, I need to sing. I'm in a big mood. Girl, I didn't want you. I know say you love cause passing my leave, but I still want you. I'm in a big mood. Girl, I didn't feel you.
This milestone is coming for Wizkid after his 2 Grammy nominations for World Album and World Performances. Still on entertainment news, a statement circulated by LVMH comprising Louis Vuitton and Off-White on Sunday, November 2021 confirms that Vijay Abloh died of cancer. Sadly, Vijay had been battling cancer for so many years, which was not public knowledge. Bernard Arnault, CEO of LVMH, says he is devastated by the passing of Vijay Abloh, describing him as a man of great wisdom. The statement read, "We are all shocked after this terrible news. Vijay was not only a genius designer, a visionary, he was also a beautiful man with a beautiful soul and great wisdom. The LVMH family joins me in this moment of great sorrow, and we are all thinking of his loved ones after the passing of their husband, their father, their brother, or their friend." Until his death, Vijay Abloh was the artistic director of Louis Vuitton men's collection. He held the position since 2018. He was also the CEO of Off-White, a Milan-based label. Vijay Abloh is survived by his wife, Shannon Abloh, and 2 kids, Gray Abloh and Louis Abloh. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Aidojibita, reporting for MLC TV. Back to our cast for more stories.
Thanks, Matthias, for the update. And that is today's news package. To join us tomorrow via this platform for your event coverage for news, sponsorship, and advert placement. Call the numbers displayed on your screen or visit any of our social media handles to drop your comments for us. Like our Facebook page, MLC TV. Instagram handle is MLC TV 2021. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV. I am Mono Balagugu. Thanks for staying with us.